know why we're here. There's an incident that occurred yesterday, actually, and I mean, I would like to give you the time to express to me what happened from your point of view, since from a little before the incident and after, and then if I have some clarifying questions that I can ask you. I want to give you that opportunity.
Bro, I'll tell you guys, I'll explain to you guys from the very beginning.
Yes,
okay?
I'm
100% honest.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
You know what? I didn't even know. My girlfriend and me and her, we were kind of just, arguing a little bit or whatever. She went in the gas station. They said she was doing drugs. Or she went in there, she was crying in the bathroom, whatever.
Who's your girlfriend, just to clarify?
Along Martinez. I should be here in a bit. And, well, she went in the gas station. They said she was in there doing drugs. She wasn't in there getting fucking high, dude. You know what I mean? And for once in my whole life, that Cadillac I was in, I just bought that car. I paid $2,800. I just bought it. It came up on it. I just bought it. Did something right for once. You know what I mean?
So $2,800. And
yeah,
who did you buy it from?
A Cadillac. I don't know this older place. My auntie has a title and everything. It's put in her safe and everything, dude. You mean I bought that car? That's why I didn't come back stolen. I was going on a road trip. I was going where they found me this morning. That's where my auntie stays. I was going out there to go see her, go show her my car and stuff. And we're sitting in the parking lot, and we're doing the scratches and stuff. And we're there for like 45 minutes or whatever. We didn't know we call the cops. I'm saying, but that officer came up violent right away, dude, just banging on the window immediately. And the music wasn't even up too loud. It was funny at all. I'm sitting there, I'm talking to my girlfriend. We don't even yell at each other. We don't hate each other. We don't do none of that. We're really good, And he just started banging on the window, trying the door handle to get the fuck out of the car. He said, get the fuck out of the car. Hey, he's saying, I fucking backed up. I took off. He fucking freaked me out. And so I was like, whoa, I'm on the run. He fucking just freaked me out, though. You know what I'm saying? And fucking, so I fled. I backed up in his car. I fled. He chased me. He fucking just just started trying to ram me and shit. He hit me, trying to make me wreck. I think that's the threat. He's fucking trying to hurt me. You know what I mean? And so finally, I take a right, I turn, he pushed me up against the bridge, and honestly, right then, I just remember after shots were fired. I just someone trying to hurt me. I don't know. I can't tell you. I didn't want to hurt the dude,
And I could see, you have that remorse of what happened. And right now it's the time for, I know you probably have a hard time remembering what happened, but if we could just slow down a little bit, maybe you could recall how the events went, since you were in the gas station. So I'll just kind of slow you down a little bit. So you said that you did see an officer behind you when you were in the gas station?
No. I was doing my scratcher. My girlfriend comes back out. She gets in the car. She sits there. And we're still talking, We stopped talking. I'm finishing my scratcher. I turn the music up. And I swear to you, I was about to leave. All of a sudden, the officer comes up banging on the window. Hard as fuck. You know what I mean? And I looked up in the mirror. I swear I didn't even see the car back there. It was back there, but I didn't see it. I just backed up, freaked out. I hit his car. Like, oh fuck. So I drove over the railroad bike that was on the right, and went over and I took off.
So once I know. So you say you didn't see the car initially, but then you ran into a car, right?
Yeah.
So once you realized there was a vehicle there, and you saw it was the officer's vehicle, right? The officer that was banging you saw that his car was behind you, right?
Yeah.
At that point, why did you continue on trying to escape?
Man, because like I said, I'm on the run, man.
Okay.
You know how we are, I was not trying to go to jail, you know what I'm saying? We're not trying to, but at the same time, I'm not trying to hurt nobody, But then, officer was violent, dude. He was just, that dude was violent as fuck, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That shit was watch the lookout cameras, watch all that shit. That fucking officer was violent, dude. You know what I mean? What am I supposed to do? You know what I mean? The dude's trying to
And were you aware of that?
I was doing nothing wrong. I was parked in a fucking parking lot. I was doing nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? So how am I supposed to react to that? You know what I'm saying? Of course I'm gonna freak out. I was for once in my whole life, I'm not doing shit wrong. what I'm saying?
Yeah. So at that point, I just wanted to let you know that the officer did get that call for, you know, is she your girlfriend?
Yeah.
That you know, some people suspected of her, you know, doing drugs in the vehicle. So at that point, the officer's objective was just to, you know, make contact with you guys and kind of, you know, see what was going on. Because I mean, obviously, you know that
You could have approached that way different, though, dude. Way different, dude. I mean, and him coming up banging on the window like that, personally, I have bad PTSD, dude, especially with cops. Bad. I mean, I've already been in the shit out of the cops before. I mean, I had bad PTSD with cops. I mean, I've been in 2.5 hours as we chased with a shootout and shit. You know what I mean? I already have a shooting out from a motor vehicle, all the charges with the cops and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have bad PTSD. I grew up in a house where the cops are always around. And, well, there's good cops and there's bad cops. I'm telling you now, there is. You know what I mean? And I've been around those bad cops.
Yeah, and I mean, I wish. I mean, you could see I'm treating you with respect, but I'm not trying to, you know, be an asshole to you. I'm trying to get your story.
Of course.
And for that reason, so once that happens, so you said, so you hit. Do you remember how many times you hit the officer's vehicle that was behind you?
I hit it once.
Hit it once.
I hit it once. I hit it one time.
Okay.
It says it says in the thing I hit it multiple times. I didn't know I hit him. I did not hit it multiple times. I hit him one time.
And let's just worry about your story. Like, if you've heard things, like we don't care about.
I'm telling you my story. I just don't understand why they're saying all this bullshit. You know what I mean? It's gonna make it seem like if I'm some fucking. You mean? I backed him into one time. And then I realized I wasn't going nowhere, you know what I mean? Because there was a car there, and there was another car over there too, you know what I mean? So that's when I backed up again the other way, and I went over the road spike and I went around. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, dude.
So then you say you took off, and at what point are you able to see that the officer is actually behind you again? You remember that?
I hit the road, and I hit a little ways up the road, and then back.
You remember that road that you took? Do you remember?
Yeah, I do. I remember the road I took.
Do you remember the name of it?
No, I don't remember the name of it. Except I just went off the butt. You mean, went to the road. I don't know that place. I don't live there, you know.
Okay.
I hit the road. I went in the ways. Yeah, he was trying to hit start. He started to like hit me again in the car. You mean trying to bump me and shit again. And so fucking. I sped up faster. And finally, and then I seen the turn. I seen a sign that said Albuquerque. If you go straight. Goes to like Tierras or something, to the right goes to Albuquerque. I mean, so I took a right. Boom, as soon as I took a right, I mean, the officer, and then like my chick's like, maybe he's gonna hit us, and I look to the right, and he T-boned me, boom, he hit my chick, so my chick's side, I mean, and like, it was just way more force than what was needed. You know what I'm saying? So like, I freaked out when he hit us that hard in the car. I mean, there was no need for that. When he hit us that hard in the car, I pulled my gun. I was like, whoa! I was like, this dude's trying to hurt us. I mean, this cop's trying to hurt us right now. I was like, no, fuck that. And so so I back up again, and he hits us again, boom! And then this time we're stuck. You know what I'm saying? And then I just right there, I told my chick to sit back, and I just started shooting. I mean, I didn't even aim. I just stuck. I mean, hopefully I was trying to get him, maybe hit the floor so I can run and get over to me, get away, or I'm saying, I don't know. I don't know, dude. I wasn't trying to hurt the dude, you know. I know he was trying to hurt us, though.
So just some clarifying questions. You say you grabbed your gun. Where was your gun at?
I was on the side of my seat right here.
Okay. Can you describe to me that your gun?
It was all black.
What brand is it?
Smith & Wesson.
You remember the caliber?
9mm.
And the model of it?
No.
Remember now?
I don't remember the model of it.
Okay. And where did you get this gun at?
I bought off a friend of mine. I mean, I won't say too much on that one, you know what I mean? But I got it in the streets, you know.
Okay. So how long have you had this gun?
A couple weeks.
And where is that gun now?
I don't know where it went last. I gave it to somebody, they were gonna get rid of it, and I don't know where it went from there.
Can you tell us who's that somebody?
I can't do that. I mean, because that gets me in trouble, you know?
Okay. But you said you got rid of it at some point, or gave it to somebody to get rid of it?
Yeah.
Okay. Where was it? Or can you tell me at least where, or where was that at? Was it like where were you at when you handed over that gun?
Where they got me this morning?
Okay, at that residence.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and so how many times did you shoot?
I don't remember.
Do you know approximately how many times you shot? Just from what you can recall.
It's just at least 8 times.
At least 8. Okay.
At least 8, maybe 9. I can't. I don't really remember.
Did you load that weapon before, or did somebody else like?
It's been loaded.
It's been loaded.
Yeah,
was it like fully loaded, or how many rounds do you do?
It was fully loaded.
Fully loaded.
15 plus 1.
So you had one. You had the 15 plus 1 in the chamber.
Yeah.
Do you have any other weapons in that car?
No.
Any other firearms? No.
No, there's a bulletproof vest in there.
Okay.
But I was just selling that. I mean, that was for sale, you know.
Okay. So at that point, where was the officer at when you were shooting?
I don't know. I can't remember all that. I mean, I remember finally snapping, like snapping back. It was when I was running down the hill onto the freeway. I mean, right there. That's when everything's like, fuck, this is real. I mean, this shit just happened. I remember like a split second when he shot back. Because I have a bullet fragment in my lip right now, where he almost shot me in the face. And then a couple more fragments in my head and stuff.
Can you remember if you at least were shooting like towards where you saw the shots coming from? Is that where you were shooting, like towards that direction?
Yeah, I know for a fact I was shooting
towards the direction of the officer?
Yeah, yes, I do.
And what was like the outcome you were looking for at that time when you were shooting at the officer?
Just to get him to duck or something, just give me a little bit of time to run and get away. I wasn't trying to hurt nobody. It's the truth, I really wasn't trying to hurt nobody, man.
So at what time do you actually notice that you hurt the officer?
When like later on in the news and stuff. You mean? I didn't know right away. I just know like later on in the news and stuff. You mean?
So we're not gonna find like any text messages that you sent anybody saying, I shot an officer or anything like that. I mean, I just want you to be honest.
No.
So
not for me. I don't know if my girlfriend or somebody. For me, I don't know if my girlfriend's in here. This is how she better not have, you know. But
so where did you look at the officer at any point?
No. There was the guard. There was my car. My car was like this. The officer's car was like this, and he was up against us. And then my door only opened a little tiny bit. You mean a little tiny bit? Opened my door. There was the guardrail, and then there was this little hill. And I ran into the field, and I went down this other little hill onto the freeway. You know what I mean? As soon as it was done, I opened my door and I went that way. You know what I mean? I didn't even try to look.
So when you say when it was done, what are you referring to? That when everybody stopped firing, or?
Yeah, when everything stopped, it went dead silent for like 2 seconds, dude. And I was just like, run, go run.
At any point did it cross your mind like, well, I'm gonna go check on the officer, or anything like that?
No. Because Oh no, to be honest with you, I probably wouldn't have because I've been worried about him shooting me, you know what I mean? But I came around, I don't know, I probably wouldn't have done that. But I remember right away knowing I made a mistake, you know?
And what were you wearing during the incident?
Some black shoes, I was wearing a black t-shirt. I don't know where the hell they get a hoodie from. I was wearing a t-shirt. Some jeans, you mean?
Jeans.
A black t-shirt. Some black shoes.
Were you wearing anything else, like like a cowboy hat, anything like that, or I don't know, or anything else, nothing in your head?
No.
Okay. And where is that black shirt at?
It was. Fuck, I took it off right away. I was shot in the face, I was shot in the. I took it off right away and left it right down there by the freeway.
So, where the incident happened, it was a bridge, right? And then you said you ended up in the freeway. So how did that happen, or what were you trying to do at that point when you got to the freeway?
First I was trying to flag people down to get a ride, you know? And I did it. And then I honestly, I hid somewhere. I'm not gonna wrap myself out and say where, but I hid somewhere and waited it out so I could move around, you know?
So you hit it somewhere around that same area?
Yeah.
Where the incident happened? Mm-hmm. Okay. And how did you get from there to where you were arrested? How did you were you able to get there?
Well, later on I was walking, and another homeboy was walking. I used his phone. I called somebody I knew, you know?
Okay. So somebody picked you up?
Yeah.
And they took you where?
Or I asked them to.
Where was that?
Their residence, where I got picked up.
So from there you went directly to the residence? And who was that? I mean, obviously with the investigations, the name is probably going to come up at some point. I just want to see if if you could help us out. Who was that person that took you to the residence?
I can't say that. I mean,
so maybe later on if we find out the name, you might be able to confirm who it is. Would that be better?
maybe, yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'll just talk a little bit about your girlfriend. So you said she was in the passenger seat when all of this thing happened?
Yeah, she's telling me to stop, baby, just stop, baby, stop. She's innocent in all of it, dude. This girl, she's innocent.
Okay. So I just want to start off with her going in. So you said for sure she doesn't use drugs, your girlfriend, or?
Yeah, but she wasn't doing drugs at the store.
Okay.
So I know for a fact she wasn't doing drugs. I mean,
okay, it's like because you're able to kind of see how her demeanor is when she is under the influence, right?
yeah.
But you said she was gone for like 45 minutes.
No, we were sitting in the parking lot for like 45 minutes.
Okay. And then she went in to do what? Do you remember?
To go wash her face and stuff. She'd be crying and stuff.
Okay. And why was that?
Huh?
What was that? What was she sad or why was she crying? You don't mind me asking?
It was just personal problems between me and her. You know?
Oh, okay. Like any other couple.
Yeah.
Okay, so at that time, you guys kind of wanted to like just take a little break and cool off. You guys had an
that's what
argument?
we were doing. That's what we were doing there.
Okay, so
What else I was doing is my scratchers. I lost some scratchers. If you look in the car, they're in the door of my car. You know what I mean?
so you guys had an argument before going into the gas station?
Yeah, well, like when we were driving, we pulled over. You know what I mean? We started talking about things we don't want to drive. While we're talking, arguing.
Yeah.
We don't want to drive because it puts other people at risk. You know. So I pulled over.
Yeah.
And we're talking and stuff, and I'm sitting there, I mean, we're listening to music and stuff, just chilling, dude. Me and my brother, like, we don't even yell at it, like, we don't get loud, we don't get violent, I mean?
Yeah.
We're real good with each other, you know? And we're doing our scratches and stuff. But she went inside to go wash her face, do whatever she does, she's a woman, you know?
Yeah.
And, she went back out. And we were there for like 45 minutes in that parking lot. We were there for a good little while, I mean?
How long have you guys been together as a, as a boyfriend, girlfriend relationship?
About 5 months, but I've known her for like 10 years.
Oh, you've known her for 10 years? So you guys been friends before that?
Yeah, we're best friends before that.
Okay, so then she comes out, and then what happens from there? So once she comes out from the gas station,
she gets in the car, she puts her hood on, she just sits back, and then I turn the music up. Literally, as I go back down to do my scratcher, you mean, the officer started banging on the window all crazy. That's when it started, you mean?
and what was her reaction to that? Your girlfriend's reaction to that?
I don't really remember. That's I don't really remember her reaction. I don't remember trying to get out. I mean, but like I remember trying to tell me just to stop, just pull over, just stop. I mean,
at any point, so she did tell you she wanted you to stop, or she wanted you to stop for her to get out, or
no, she told me that she wanted just for me just to stop,
like to surrender, pretty much. She wanted you to surrender to the officer.
Yeah, just to stop. It's like, what am I doing? What are you doing? You stop. You're hurt. What do you do? Stop. She's innocent and all that. She doesn't even need to be. I feel so bad.
So,
she had gas and all kinds of shit this morning, you know what I mean? Just because I feel so bad for her, dude.
So then, so then you guys begin the pursuit, and I know it might be hard for you to describe, but I just want to kind of get how she was reacting throughout the pursuit. Like how was she reacting with you at any point? Like what was her demeanor?
I wouldn't pay attention to that, bro. I just remember her yelling at me to stop. You know what I mean?
Throughout the pursuit?
Yeah, throughout the pursuit. I was trying to get away, dude. I mean, I go into a whole other zone. I mean, I realized I'm about to go to prison, you know? I was on the run and shit, and I was facing a good amount of time, you know what I'm saying?
And how about when the officer, attempts to stop you guys, what was your, I know maybe you weren't paying attention 100%, but to the best of your ability, what was her demeanor at that time? And then when that happened, and then when you ultimately, started shooting at the officer, what was her reaction there, if you remember?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't remember.
And then, so what was the sequence of you guys getting out of the vehicle? Who got out of the vehicle first?
I did.
So you got out of the vehicle, did you tell her anything when you got out?
Yeah, I told her to come on.
Okay. And what'd she say?
And she said nothing, she just came.
So you guys jump out of the vehicle, and then to your best of ability of recollecting or remembering stuff, where did you begin, I guess, walking or running, or what direction?
From the left side of the guardrail.
Okay. And so at that point, were you running or walking or what have you?
Running.
Okay. And at that point, did she mention anything to you when you guys were running?
Yeah, she just said she just told me I fucked up.
Had you guys ever realized what had happened at that time with the officer?
I know that shooting at the officer, or at the officer, it doesn't even matter. It's all the same thing. It's bad, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I realized it when I sat down. I mean, when we got to the spot where we were hiding, and we sat down. I realized
And at any point, did she mention you, hey, you know what, let's turn ourselves in, or anything like that? Or you told her, hey, you know what, let's think about
Yeah, I wasn't gonna do it till tomorrow though. Yeah, I wasn't gonna do it till tomorrow.
And was she okay with that? Your girlfriend?
No, she wanted me to do it right away.
Okay. And but then you guys kind of agreed on just staying until tomorrow. Is that what you said? She was okay, like she never like threatened to, hey, you know, I'm gonna leave.
No.
Okay. So she supported you pretty much. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, she's just gonna lose me for a long time, you know?
Yeah. No, it could be rough for sure. For her, for both of you guys. Have any follow-up questions?
Just a little bit. So when you were shooting, were you shooting it? You were inside your car shooting out,
Yes.
right? Were you shooting out the window or out the passenger side in front of Alana, or what were you doing? Do you remember?
I do remember that. That's what I was saying. I do remember that. I told her to lean back, and I was shooting out. Like the window was. I don't remember if the window was rolled. I think the window was rolled up.
Okay.
Still, the
So-
passenger window was still rolled up.
So you're shooting out her window,
Yeah.
basically, where she was. You told her to lean back, and you realized the officer was shooting back at you at some point, right? Or no? Or do you?
Well, no, I didn't until because then I started going. I went for my seatbelt, so I took out my seatbelt right away, right? And then I turned, and then boom, 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 boom. He started shooting on us, and I was like, oh fucking! And when I went to look, the bullet boom hit me in the face. The fragment felt to hit me in the face.
Which one? I mean, you got like a bunch of little marks on your face. So
Right here.
on the lip?
Yeah, it was all swollen right here.
So that's where he hit you in the lip?
In the head.
In the head.
Right there, the fragment there, and the fragment over here.
And you got something on the top going that way too?
Yeah.
Was that from that?
Yeah,
Anywhere else in your body you got
No.
hit? Anywhere else? Okay.
just the face.
All right. And so that time you climbed out of the door. All right. And you told her to get out. Was she hit anywhere, or do you know if she
No,
got
she
hit? She didn't get hit at all. Was she ducking down, or what was going on?
She was just called up in her seat.
Okay. So lean back, or like underneath the dash, or what was she doing?
Back into the, I mean, all the way back, like called
Okay.
up. You mean?
All right. All right. But she wasn't hit at all.
No.
No. Just yours right there. You think you need medical help right now, or are you okay?
I think I need to get this. Yeah, I think. I need
Is
to get
it
this
lodged in your lip right now, or
Yeah.
okay?
I need to get that fragment out of my lip for sure.
All right, yeah, it looks swollen.
It's
Okay.
just bad. It's getting bad.
All right, I noticed you got mud, and I don't know if that's blood on your pants now. Are these the pants you had on yesterday?
No, this is from this morning.
This from this morning? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So when the cops came over this morning, did you comply and come out and give up, or what happened?
I was sleeping when they came over. I mean,
Okay.
finally, when I had realized that the cops were out there, they were fucking. They had already threw the fucking. I mean, I heard them bust out the windows. They threw those fucking things in there, and man, I couldn't breathe. Oh, the house was,
They
it was
put
bad.
gas in there and stuff, maybe? Okay.
Yeah, they gassed the fuck out of it. It was bad, and then
Who all was in there? Just you and
just me and Alana.
Alana, right?
And I
Okay.
went, I mean, I had to feel, I mean, I couldn't see, I couldn't breathe, I was passed out. I felt boom, I found the back door, I opened the back door, and I hit the floor, boom, I came out right away, and I was like, alright, what's, I mean,
But you knew it was the cops, right?
yeah, yeah, I mean,
Was anybody else in the house at that time, or no? Just you and Alana, you said? Or was
Yeah,
it,
it was
what about
just-
earlier in the morning? Was anybody else in the house?
no, that's just the night, like way, the night way earlier before, you know,
Yeah.
just to do one day. Yeah, just do, I was asleep, you mean?
Correct me if I'm wrong, did you say that was your auntie's house over there? You went to your auntie's house?
Yeah, it was my
Okay.
boyfriends.
I mean, we're gonna find, what's your auntie's name? Do you know?
Leila.
Layla? You know her last name? I mean, we're gonna find out, you know.
Logan.
Logan? Okay, cool.
Does your auntie and what was Layla and who else?
Her boyfriend.
What's the boyfriend? Your boyfriend?
His name's Daniel.
Daniel. And I mean, we have the information. I just want to, get it from you. Is it the same last name, Logan?
No.
What's
I don't know his last name.
okay. And I know it might be hard for you, but is any of them two the ones that helped you out? I mean, I just was somebody else.
Yeah.
So we were able to corroborate that it was one of them. I mean, at that time, will you might come up front and be up front with us at least with that about that?
No, I know for a fact it wasn't him.
Okay. Was there any reason you chose that gas station just to hang out, or is that where you guys kind of started arguing, or do you guys know anybody that works at that gas station or anything? You guys would hang out
No,
there?
we were just driving. We were going out to McIntosh. We were driving. Fucking, I was just there was a gas station with me. Yeah. I pull over right there. I just right there, just pull over right there.
Yeah. You don't think she was using drugs in that bathroom?
No, I know she wasn't because I had all the drugs. I mean,
Okay. What do you use? Blues or what do you
fentanyl,
use? Yeah.
Blues.
What about her? Same?
Yeah,
Yeah. How bad of a habit you guys got?
bad.
Bad. You don't use heroin anymore, just all fentanyl now?
No, fentanyl, yeah, I don't use heroin all nowhere. I use needles at all.
Tell me about that. Does the fentanyl make you a lot higher or what? I don't know that much about drugs.
Yeah, it's a
but
lot stronger.
it's a lot stronger, huh? Did you use that morning?
Yeah.
Yeah. Before you pulled over and fought, or were you using it when you pulled over? It's not the big deal, dude.
No, I was using it before and pulled over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Did you buy scratchers inside that store, or did you get them somewhere
No, I
else?
got it from a whole other store.
Okay.
When I was still on Perky.
You remember which store by any chance?
Fuck, I don't remember which store.
That's cool.
I don't.
You guys hang out in Albuquerque more than out in the East Mountains, or
Yeah, I don't know
yeah.
about these.
You know about the East Mountains?
I just go out there. That's Mantis lives out there now. I was going up there to show her my new car. I mean,
Okay.
this is the nicest car I've ever had.
When did you buy that car? You said a couple weeks ago?
A couple days ago.
A couple days ago, yeah.
I just bought it. I was proud of myself. I mean, well, that's the first car I ever bought and that wasn't stolen.
You got a title, you
Yeah,
said?
I got a title, yeah.
So it was a legit transaction between you
the
guys?
title's there, Mantis, yeah. The car, they even said on the news too, the car wasn't reported stolen. It was my legit. Man, dude.
And you just met the guy you bought it from out on the streets, or
Well,
what?
on a Facebook marketplace.
Facebook, okay. You don't remember a name or anything, or did you use a
No,
nickname?
he's
or
he
what?
was an old school paisa dude. That's all I remember about him.
You remember where kind of you got it from? Like part of town, or did you meet him somewhere? Or
Yeah, I met him at the Four Winds.
at the Four Winds?
Yeah,
Which one? Isn't there two in town, or which one?
the one on 12th.
Okay. Were you with anyone else when you bought the car?
No.
No, by yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. And you just saw it online, you said?
He wanted $3,300 for it, but I told him, I said, well, about 28 cash. He's all right.
Don't mind me asking how you get your money.
For sure, you know the answer to that one.
Okay, bro. I'm cool.
Sell drugs, you know.
Yeah, I understand.
That's all that. I know how to live, you know.
I hear you. Bro, you had a rough life, so I understand a lot of that. And like I said, we appreciate you talking to us, okay? Anything else you could think of that'll help us out?
Let's see it, brother.
Let's look about getting that lip looked into, okay? I don't know what they're gonna do, but we'll look at it at least for you.
Where am I being booked in at? Do you know if I'm being booked if I'm going to the feds or if I'm going...
We're still figuring that stuff out as of, so we speak. There's a lot of moving parts right now, so as soon as we have a clear answer, I'll make sure to get that information. So I think we're just gonna take a quick break, if you don't mind. We're just gonna step out real quick, take a quick break, and then we'll be right back to finish out the interview. If that's okay with you. All right.
In fact, if you wanna go out, I can wait here
Okay,
with
that
him.
sounds like a plan. So I'll be right back. You need water or anything?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Did you used to have another girlfriend at the time? Something? Who was a girl you had before Alana? I think I've run into you before, but I can't remember where.
Yeah, we talked.
Did we?
Yeah,
When
we
was it?
talked.
Do you remember?
No, it was, you came to see me, MDC.
That's right. What was it for?
Bunch of guns went missing.
Alright, I think I remember that.
Remember, because Detective Roach came to see me too.
Joe Roach, yeah.
Remember, and I was with Serena Garbani. I got in that high-speed chase
That's right.
with the cops last time. Remember that? And I shot. Remember?
That's when you shot at that time,
Yeah, I
right?
remember last time.
Alright. Is that the one you were referring to?
Yeah, that's the one I was referring to. How you been, man? I'm probably fucked over this one, huh?
It's a little tough when you hit a cop, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I understand your concerns and stuff like that, but I mean, how do people look at it? What should have you done? You probably just should have pulled over. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know the cop could have been aggressive. You know how cops get. We don't know what we're getting into when we stop you and stuff like that. So he didn't know what he was getting into when he pulled you over. Like I said, I believe that, you know, they thought your girlfriend was doing drugs in there, and that's what we were stopping you for. Okay, so. Do you know for a fact if she wasn't using in that bathroom?
Yeah, 'cause I had all the drugs.
You had them all. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Does she get all her drugs from you usually?
Mhm.
Yeah. Could she have stolen some from you or snuck some from you maybe?
No, I don't.
Were you ever passed out like out there? Because you were there a long time, like you said, 45 minutes.
No.
All right. And there's videos. You know, there's videos everywhere. So. All right. But Alana didn't. She's not from these mountains or anything. Is she? No. How'd you hook up with her?
We was around for a long time.
Where from though?
Here in Albuquerque?
Albuquerque? You guys go to school? No, you said you dropped out. So just met her like on the streets.
It's really good girl.
So she had nothing to do with this.
No, she did not.
Did she ever call anybody, tell anybody what happened or anything? Like,
No, not that I'm aware of. No.
and you guys were thinking about turning yourselves in?
Yeah.
What did your auntie say when you showed up? I mean, she obviously knew, or did you tell her or talk about it with her a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did she tell you to turn yourself in
She
too?
was fucking freaked the fuck out.
Did she?
She didn't know what to say.
She a good person, or she using fentanyl too, or?
No,
She's good.
No, she's a good person.
What about the guy or boyfriend? You know anything about him?
He's a good guy too.
He's a good dude.
Here and there, but he's cool. He's a really good dude.
You staying in the hotel still? I think the last time we talked to you, you were
Yeah,
hotel.
I stay in hotels, yeah.
No idea where that gun would be?
I don't, but
Okay. Think that gun was hot? Probably.
no.
You don't think so? How much you pay for it?
I just took it from somebody.
You stole it from somebody?
Well, no, I didn't steal it. No, I took it from him.
Oh, okay.
He'll be money. You mean?
I hear you. Any other guns in that house or anything we find up there?
No.
No?
It shouldn't be.
I don't know if they searched your car yet. Would there be any more guns in the car or anything?
No, it's just the best.
You mentioned you're on the run. What are you holding? You got federal charges pending or what?
No, I still have the same fucking charges from that one case.
Yeah. So that was like 3 years ago, wasn't it? Or 2 years ago?
Long time ago. Longer than that. Like 3 or 4. Give me a lot of probation. Not a suspended time. We should go back and do all that now.
Yeah, that's what we'll go look up. I remember some, but I can't remember everything, you know. How much time you got left on that?
It's a lot.
A lot? Really? How'd you get out? They just parole out or what?
No, I didn't.
They haven't done it all yet?
No, they didn't. I didn't go in. They plead out.
And then you
Just
just,
suspended time, probation.
who's your PO?
No, I don't remember her name. I ran right away. Actually, I do remember her name was Brittany. Because I didn't run right away. I did probation for a little while. Her name's Brittany.
Brittany. You don't know her last name?
Brittany Martinez or Brittany Chavez. Something like that.
Your name gonna come up on anything else recently? Any shootings, anything like that? You been firing that gun around town or no?
No.
No? You get any fights with anybody or anything?
No, I've got plenty of fights, yeah.
But no shootings? Nothing you want to tell me about anyway?
As I remember,
Alright.
Why hasn't been much shit being said?
This is Albuquerque, man. You know, there's a lot of shootings and stuff going on. There's a lot of drug rips, all the rips over that fentanyl. That's what everybody's doing right now. That's why there's so many homicides and all that stuff.
I don't know, my name's out there like that.
I said I thought I saw a flyer or something, but I can't remember. I'm getting too old to do this, I guess. I don't know, bro.
Sure.
Your mom's still down in Las Lunas?
Yeah.
What branch is your brother in?
Marines?
Marines. Nice. Where's he stationed?
Not even sure.
Not sure. When was the last time you saw him?
Long time ago.
Oh, wow.
What do you think my charges are going to be?
You're looking at shooting the cop, so you're looting in the car for sure.
What's the shooting the cop? What's that charge? So what's...
The aggravated battery on a police officer. So that's a second-degree felony. So whatever that.
It'd be my last case too. It's kind of the same thing.
Kinda. Yeah. I don't know. Who's your attorney?
I don't remember.
I don't know. Again, it's Albuquerque, you know what I'm saying? Do you have any other priors? Are you convicted, Nolan? You're not convicted? You've never been convicted of anything?
I've done like a
Did you plead to a
year.
stolen vehicle or something?
Yeah, in county. I did a year in county.
That was just for a stolen vehicle? No violent crimes, though, in the past?
It's just something I forgot to just ask you. So, do they call you anything in the streets? Do you have any like a nickname or anything like that?
Yeah. No creeper.
Little creeper, creeper. Since when have you been? They call you like.
Since I was a kid.
Okay, they just stick with you. So about the gun, you said it was a black gun. Was it all black or was it different colors that you remember?
I had a little bit of silver on it.
Okay. Was it like in the bottom silver or top silver? Like the bottom of the gun or the top of the gun?
I think at the top.
So the top was silver,
I think the top, there's a little bit on top of silver, yeah.
and then the bottom is black. You
Black.
said? Okay. So I mean, I know this sucks, right, and stuff, but I mean, I know you wanted to, maybe protect these people, but we did talk to some people, and we found out who gave you the ride. And I mean, we found out it was Layla and Daniel. So we found that out from different information we had. And I know you told me like if we were able to find that out, you might be able to confirm that with for us.
No, bro, I'm telling you right now, I don't know who's saying that, but I'm telling you right now, it wasn't Layla.
Okay, and so that's the information we have. And I mean, I really appreciate how honest you've been. It's just that little piece of information that we got, and I just wanted to confirm it with you.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I don't know who's talking out there, who's throwing, somebody's trying to throw something. It wasn't them.
Okay, and I mean, something that we really need, especially so we're not digging up on anybody's business, is that gun. And I know you don't want to give anybody away. All we would need is that gun. Like we don't want to go out and like have to look into that gun, and then we find out some other stuff. People that you give that gun to are doing now that we don't care about that. We just want to get that gun for obviously for this investigation.
Yeah, I don't know where it's at right now, bro. I don't know where it's at now.
Will you be able to give us who has it or you give it to, maybe if we tell them off, maybe we just need this, we don't want to mess with your, whatever
I
you
can't do
do.
that, bro.
Okay, so that's because, same thing that we have information that Layla has that gun. And we know she's maybe involved in some stuff. We don't care about that. We just care about the gun and we don't want to get her mixed up and,
Yeah, no shit around the gun.
And,
All I'm gonna say is a male has the gun. It's not her boyfriend. All I'm gonna say is a male has the gun. Nancy has nothing to do with it.
male.
A male. That's it. That's all I can tell you.
Okay, so it's, how about, is not Daniel?
No, I was going to say it wasn't her boyfriend either. I mean, they're completely, they're innocent of it. They're not. They didn't want no part of it like that. You know what I mean?
And why would your girlfriend say that they were the ones that helped you out and and also that they had the gun, or they took the gun at least? I don't know if they gave it to somebody else, but that's what she told us or told the other agents. Why would she say that? Does she have something against your aunt or anything like that?
They don't really get along. I mean,
Okay. So you
but
think?
then again, she doesn't even know. She didn't see who I handed the gun to. You know what I mean? I went out front and sat in the car with somebody. You know what I mean? So she doesn't even know. I think she's just telling him. I mean, she's just scared right now, nervous, worried about what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? And trying to, you know what I'm saying? She's trying to guess things that I'm saying, you know what I mean? But she really doesn't know, you know what I mean? That makes sense?
And you don't think it'll be easier if you give us a concrete name instead of us just,
I can't do that, dude.
So we're gonna have to go out there and try to like investigate different people that might have it, and we don't want to mess those guys if they have nothing to do with it. That's why I want to give you this opportunity. You know what it is, so we don't mix up other people. That's pretty much what it is. So I know you really probably like your auntie, right? You want to protect her, so you give it so we don't have to mess with that. That's the opportunity I'm giving you right now, and that's, I'm being upfront with you. That's what it is.
The gun's in that house somewhere, bro. That was just that.
Okay.
I don't remember where. I remember waking up. And it wasn't right next to me or where I put it. I mean, it was gone. But it's in the house somewhere.
So where did you last saw it at?
I was in the living room asleep on the recliner.
The living room. So that gun should be around that area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And there was nobody else in the house that might have taken the gun. So it has to be.
It has to be in that area, yeah.
Okay. So I appreciate you being upfront with us with that, and that's great. And there's just a last piece of evidence about who gave you guys that right. And I know, it's hard for you maybe to say, but again, we don't want to be looking at everybody that was involved and trying to go that route. If you can give us, a name of who it was.
Can't do that, bro. That question I won't answer.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay. Have anything else?
So this guy just happened to be walking down the street and you asked him to use your phone and you called it on his phone?
yeah, well, actually, he was doing something. He was just making like setting up a little camp, like a little.
Oh, okay. Up in the mountains up there?
Yeah, he was a homeless dude in the beginning. But he had a phone.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
All right.
Do you have anything else that you think should be important for us to know before we finish the interview?
I didn't mean to harm nobody, bro.
Yeah, well, we appreciate that for sure, and more than anything, your willingness of being honest, and that's why I wanted to pretty much give you the opportunity if you give me those last pieces of evidence, so we don't have to go out there fishing. And I appreciate you about the gun. We're gonna do our best to look for it, but all I can tell you is that I appreciate your time and giving this interview to me. Sounds good. So anything else?
That's it. I'm just gonna ask you when I'm gonna go get with him.
I know they're still working on it. I don't want to give you a false information, So right now, I'll put you back into the cell, and as soon as I get good, accurate information, I'll come in and make sure you know about it. If it's not me, I'll send somebody to let you know, hey, this is what's gonna happen, and this is where you're gonna go.
Am I able to talk to my girlfriend?
I wouldn't be able to guarantee that right now, but again, let me go and regroup everything that that we're doing is an active investigation, and then I'll come and see what's the update. Is that fair enough? Sounds good.
So we'll just go back to that 7 in mind.
Give me a mind just for our security. Sorry.